Are you ready to start?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back. It is week 7 NFL. This is episode 4 of the Lockhouse.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, we're back. I'm going to start off by saying that I don't want to apologize, but I feel like I need to apologize. Like, we've received hate mail. We did terrible this week. I went 4-9. LP went 4-9. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on just this week in general? We said from the jump that it was going to be a weird week.
Yeah, we said we didn't like the week, but 4-9 is
I didn't expect to do terrible.
4-9 is no good. I will look in the camera. I'm sorry. 4-9 is not good at all. I'm still up 26-16 is my record going through what is this? Is this pod 4? So 3 weeks of football. I'm 26-16. I've been in the lab this week. I'm gonna cook for y'all. I got this for y'all. I got this. I'm gonna come back strong. And I guess all this means is I'm due. I guess all this we're due.
This is a get back week.
Yeah,
if anyone is to give me motivation, it's you. I need some words of wisdom. I need something. I was 16-11, which I didn't. I mean, it wasn't as good as what were you? You were 20.
I was 22-7.
You were 22-7 going into this week.
And now I'm 26
LP is now
26-16.
26-16.
Up 10.
I was 16-11. We both went 4-9, so I'm now 20-20. I'm officially 500.
500 good.
500 counts,
500
but
good.
that's not. I'm not happy.
It's better than being 200.
Hey, we're both still up on our favorites. You're 5-4 on the favorite state underdog lock of the week. I'm 6-3. But another thing worth mentioning is the parlay of the week that we made.
All lost.
It was Saints.
No,
it wasn't Saints. It was Bucks, Rams, and Dolphins. They all lost.
So
in tragic fashion.
For all the haters out there, I hope y'all faded us. Because congrats to you cashed. But
this episode's for y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and get started with the recap of the week, which there's a lot to recap because it was just, like we're saying, a brutal week. Once we get into our favorite picks, we're gonna have a calling guest. We're gonna start doing that from now on. We're trying our best to. We're trying it out first time.
Let us know if you want to get called in. Let us know if y'all want to call in.
Please, let's make this fun. But we'll go ahead and start with the Thursday night football game from last week, which was the Jaguars at the Saints. It was Saints -1. This was my lock of the week.
We were totally wrong about this game. I mean, I thought I'm super high on the Jags this year. But there was talks about Trevor Lawrence being injured, shit like that. I didn't know if he was going to play. The Saints are a solid team. It was a short week Thursday night game. Shit's weird in Thursday, primetime game. So, I just went with the Saints. But we were totally wrong on this game. There was a shootout. Fucking Kamara had a reception, I feel like, every other fucking play.
He was their leading receiver.
Dude, he's going to maybe be the leading league receiver in receptions if he didn't get suspended.
Yeah, good fantasy back to pick up. But, I remember when I picked this game for my lock of the week, and we're going to restructure the order in which we pick our favorites because we've been doing favorite, then favorite underdog, and then lock of the week. We're going to start with lock of the week. This just came – I even said it. I was like, it was a gut feeling. It was just the Saints at home. I didn't see them.
It was prime time.
Yeah, I saw them going 4-3. It was just it was their first real game where people were going to see them. And I also, when we talked about the over-under, we both said under. LP said that he saw the game going to be 3-0 at half. I literally, you can quote me, under, because definitely both teams aren't going to be scoring 20. They both scored over 20. The Jags won 31-24. Derek Carr looks bad. I don't understand. And, this is, we joke about it all the time.
Don't even get me started. I texted you during the game. I was put Jameis in the game. Put Jameis in the game.
That was so frustrating because we could have had a Jameis game-winning drive, and you saw Derek Carr get hurt, and he was limping, and he was just
I was like,
and Jameis was putting on his stuff. He was ready to get in the game, and then Derek Carr is like, I don't like the relationship between Derek Carr and Jameis. It doesn't feel like a starter-backup relationship. It feels like
he's threatened.
Yeah,
he knows Jameis is good.
Yes, he does, and it's a joke, but he actually does look threatened. The way that they talk on the sideline, he's like, okay, like I'm gonna listen, but like I'm gonna keep my distance
Yeah.
from you because like we are competitors right now. Like
Yeah,
we're not on the
for
same
sure,
team.
for
And
sure.
Jameis doesn't think like that. That's whack.
I think it's when your offense is the problem and you have like a good quarterback. Like
Yes.
it's the same thing when we talk about the Cowboys with Dak being terrible. If we had a caliber player like Jameis at backup, we would be telling all Cowboys fans would be yelling for Dak to get out. I just don't know why. And maybe it's because I'm not around Saints fans, but I can't be the only one that sees Derek Carr being absolutely fucking terrible.
Well, it's because I think they make poor decisions, like their administration, and then they have to double down on them, and they have to be like, all right, we just went and signed Derek Carr, and this is our guy now, and we have to prove that he's the guy, and we have to, put our trust in him. We can't have him lose faith in us. Like, it's
Terrible.
whack. I
It's
hated the
terrible.
game. It didn't, honestly, I mean, like, towards the end, it got close, and it felt like a game, but
No.
this was a bad lock of the week. This was my first L on lock of the week. I will own up to it. It was a poor decision on my end. We can go ahead and get into the next game. The first game of the noon slate, it was Browns at Colts. Another interesting one. It was Colts plus 2.5, Browns minus 2.5. LP had Colts plus 2.5. I had Browns minus 2.5.
They should have won the game.
The Browns won the football game, which last week you did. Also feels like the Browns tend to like ruin players, but I don't know. They came out on top, 39-38. I still lost the pick because I had them minus 2.5, and you had them you had the Colts plus 2.5. Next game, this was our first streak of like, finally something good happened. Patriots, Bills. It was Bills minus 8.5, Patriots plus 8.5. The Patriots won outright, 29.
Fuck. Did this.
Yeah, and
They
Mac
needed
Jones
this.
looked good. The
And I
team
told
looked
you,
good.
Josh Allen is no good. Josh Allen is no good. Hold on, I want to. He's so overrated. I've been preaching it. What did he do? What did he do? I'm
You can
looking
look, his
it up.
stats aren't terrible. You're gonna pull it's
2
like,
touchdowns, 1 interception, 260 yards. He got outplayed by Mac Jones.
Sure. I
Did
don't know
he
if the
fumble?
difference in the game was the quarterback play.
But the Bills, that's all they have is
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
No, well, their defense doesn't look good either. The
They're four-
Patriots have not been able to put
If I
up
would've-
points on anybody.
Dude, they're 1-2 in their division too. They're 1-2 in their division, and they're
That's
four.
scary.
They're 4-3. They lost to the Jets, and they lost to the only team they beat is the Dolphins. And I promise you, they're losing to the Dolphins in Miami. I promise.
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And we'll get back. We'll get into that later. I do think. So the Dolphins.
Yeah, Josh Allen fumbled too. 2
Dol-
turnovers and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I didn't know he fumbled. Yeah.
Yeah, he fumbled. He lost it.
The Dolphins' 2 losses have come on the road. They were both road games. They've only lost on the road. I do think it's going to make a huge difference whenever they go to Miami because, like, it just feels like that's where they thrive. Like, I feel like their offense it sounds stupid, but I feel like their offense needs, like, that, like, sunny weather, like, noon type game. Like, we're going to have people
The ball
running
floats
around.
differently in the
Yes.
air, kind of like.
Yes. And the Bills thrive in, shitty weather, snow,
Yeah.
shit like that, where it's, like, grimy.
But I'm not too worried about the Dolphins. I do want I do want to see them win like a big game on the road though. Like they need one of those games because right now if they're not like winning games on the road, like how does that face them in the playoffs? Like, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in a sec when we get to the Dolphins because I want to talk about them.
Yeah. We got to
But
recap.
shout out the Pats, Bill
Yeah.
Belichick, congrats.
One of our few wins of the week. And that was a good one. We both saw that one. Like, we were both confident on that. Should have put that in the parlay. But no, it's cool.
Hey man,
don't
we
know.
live and we learn. We live and we learn.
We need a lot of learning this week. We will come back, I promise. Or I hope. Next game was this was one of your okay, so no. The Commanders were gonna be your favorite and you ended up switching it up.
To the Rams.
Yes. The Commanders were -2.5. The Giants were +2.5. The Giants win 14-7 at home. I had Giants +2.5. So what do you think about that?
Dude, the Commanders. This is a game they needed bad. Like, did you see the clip of Jonathan Allen after the game where he was like, "I'm done with this shit, bro.
Bullshit.
7 years of this straight shit." I mean, I hope he goes into fucking practice next week and is like, "What's going on, bro?" Because he's a dog. Chase Young's a dog. Like, they got, like, pieces where they should beat the Giants that are, like, have no receivers. I mean, I love Dable, but I feel like the Commanders and, like Sam Howell's, like, he's, like, playing well, but, like, the score was weird, 14-7. No field goals, no nothing. It was just, like, it was a weird game.
It seems like a lot of just shit football play.
No,
if you look
it's
at
terrible.
14-7,
It's just like, what is this?
it doesn't make any sense. And if you look at I believe they
If it was like 28-35, like you'd be like, oh, that's like good football, or like 28-21. But 14-7, 1 touchdown, that's it. You can't even get a field
the
goal.
Giants scored 14 points in the first half and they scored 0 in the second half.
Yeah.
If you look at that
like
by
it-
itself, if
80.
you isolate that by itself, you would think they lost,
Mhm.
no matter who they play in
For
the
sure,
NFL.
for sure.
If you score 14 points in the first half and 0 in the second half, you lost the football game.
Yeah.
They won 14-7.
And the Commanders didn't score in the first half. They scored a touchdown third quarter. Fucking
I don't even know what to make of that. Like, it's not. Well, we'll bring up the fact that you said
Commanders are. I still think they can make the playoffs.
LP said the Commanders were a playoff team.
But like this was a
going into
team
this
that
game.
they could win. This is a team that they needed to beat in order to
It's
get
a
to the
divisional.
playoffs, but we'll
It's
see
huge.
what happens. You never know. You never know. It's still early in the season. We're still the first half of the season. Injuries happen. They have a okay. I'm just looking at their schedule.
Who do they play? Who do they play?
Dude, it's no good. Okay, they're about to play the Eagles. Then they play the Patriots.
I do want to talk about that in a little bit.
Then they
Eagles
play
game
the
this week.
Seahawks, Giants, and then they play Cowboys, Dolphins, Rams, Jets, Niners, Cowboys.
Dude,
I see them losing
they're
literally
gonna get
all 6.
railed.
Dude, Cowboys, Dolphins, Rams, and then they play the Jets in like week 17. Like Aaron Rodgers might be back. Week 16,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers might be. And then they end
Imagine
with
Aaron
Niners,
Rodgers,
Cowboys.
bro. Imagine Aaron Rodgers debuts against the Commanders.
Dude, they're literally
and Ron Rivera's gonna be on the sideline looking like, who is this guy? I thought he retired. What is happening to my football team?
Literally, their last 6 games are Cowboys twice, Dolphins, Niners, Rams, and Jets. Okay, I mean,
I have it written down. Commanders are going to make the playoffs. LP.
Okay, I got it. I mean, I guess I got to ride.
Yeah, double down, brother. The next game, we had the Okay, this is a game we need to talk about for a minute.
Fuck yeah, Ravens.
The Detroit line.
The line was so weird, dude. I just was like, why are the Ravens favored?
Detroit Lions
Looked like the Detroit
were
Lions.
+3, and the Ravens were -3. It was in Baltimore. Ravens won 38-6, and like I said, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, I've just been, like, I want to be on the Ravens hype train so bad, but I've just been waiting for that Lamar Jackson just, like, crazy performance, the Ravens offense, like, bust up a team. That was this was it for me. Like, I'm back on board for the Ravens 100%. He had 3 touchdowns, no picks, 357 yards, bro. Their whole team was firing.
Dude,
Their
Zay
defense was
Flowers.
firing. To hold the Detroit Lions to 6 points, that's crazy. Usually, like, because what I was saying is, like, the Ravens are the type of team where they're just going to hang on, and a lot of times they'll end up choking away at the end, or they'll hang on and maybe win, but, like, that was a dominant performance against what we both said was one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, I think they still are. This kind of showed me that.
In the NFC. Like, now I think there's a distinction.
I
as
think
like, the
they're, like,
Lions are one of the
top
best
7.
teams in the NFC.
I think they're like top 7. You could argue top 5, but when you say top 5, they're like that 5th spot.
Yeah.
Because you got like Chiefs, Dolphins, Niners, Eagles, and then you got to float like Cowboys, Lions right there.
Yeah.
Maybe Jags.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. But just for now, like, what this proved is that they're
need a
they're
good
human,
run game.
bro. Like, they're very
like they had Jahmyr Gibbs coming back off injury. Like he was still unstable. David Montgomery was out. This kind of just proved to me that Jared Goff can't go on the road and play a good football team and win it by himself. Like he needs that running back to have 100 yards.
Well, Jahmyr Gibbs didn't have a bad game at all.
What do you have?
11 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, that's not. I mean, that's 6.
How many rushing yards they have? Well, they also got down quick early.
The thing is, bro, like, I don't even think it was the Lions playing terrible. I think it was the Ravens just cooking them.
Yeah,
like, the Ravens just firing on all cylinders, which is scary, which makes me think that they're a deep playoff team now.
It's because usually when you play, in the NFL especially, like, I feel like a team will, like, punt the ball. You'll punt it back. The team will get a field goal. Maybe you come back with a touchdown. When the Lions punt, the Ravens answered with touchdown. Every time the Lions punt, they scored. It was 28-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
So when the Ravens were
reminds me of the Cowboys playing the Niners.
It was worse. the Cowboys Niners was worse. That's what's sad.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was a fluke. I said on record it wasn't a fluke, but
yeah, they only ran the ball 14 times. Jared Goff threw the ball 53 times. He can't win that game.
No, but like they
got outplayed. They got outplayed everywhere.
Yeah,
running the ball, defense, passing the ball, special teams.
It's
everything.
not to say that the Lions are good, and it's not to say that the Lions are bad. It's just to say that the Ravens beat the shit out of them. And, like, that was 100% credit
Lamar
to the
Jackson
Ravens.
even fumbled, too.
Yeah, and it was a masterclass performance by the Ravens. The next game, so I lost that one. You won that one. We were both skeptical on the pick. The next one is Raiders-Bears. You took Raiders -3. I took Bears +3. We had the battle of the backups.
Dude, the
Bears win 30-12.
That's surprised me big time. Like, I'm not surprised that the Bears covered and won. I'm surprised that they won by 30-12.
Yeah. We thought it was going to be a low-scoring, dirty, just like who's going to turn the ball over more, who's going to play less worse.
Yeah.
The Bears, for a backup quarterback,
Dude,
played very well. They played very sound.
Tyson Bagent was a D2 Heisman.
For what's his college again? Here, let me pull it up.
He was like the Heisman of D2.
We got Shepherd College.
They were talking about it during the game because, like, I had to watch that game. Like, his game of the week.
Wait, okay, can we rewind? And I'm not the biggest college football knowledge person. There's a Heisman for D2.
Dude, they were talking about like D2
right?
Heisman.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Is there a trophy? Is it the same trophy?
I have no fucking idea.
I would love to see the D2 Heisman trophy. And
D2 Heisman, what would that be, 2023 or 2022?
I don't know if he's a rookie, but it's not like he played his ass. He did, dude. Okay, I will say I did watch the game though, and like, just from like a quarterback fan perspective, like his release is nice. I don't know. Did you watch?
Yeah, he looked good.
Dude, like the way
good.
he throws the ball, I love it. Like it took and obviously he's not Justin Fields, but like he looks like Justin Fields. And like teams, they pick their backups based on like if they play similar style to their starter. So obviously, so that it fits into the offense. He really did kind of look like Justin Fields the way he was playing. Again, obviously not Justin Fields. Mad respect to Justin Fields. He's an incredible quarterback, but he looked like for a backup, solid and good. And if he
was the D2 football player of the year in 2021.
That's cool.
The Harlan Hill.
I like him. I can officially say that I think he's cool. I like him. I like the way he plays. He was 21 for 28. Or if I'm seeing that right.
He just was making plays.
21 for 29.
He was making plays.
But yeah, his
winning
stats.
Plays.
Don't look at his stats. He looked good.
Yeah,
when you
he was
watched
making
him
winning
play,
plays.
He did what he needed to do when he needed to do
Deontay
it.
Foreman he's been killing it, bro.
Yeah, I almost picked him up in fantasy.
Dude,
for this
waiver
week.
wire of the week or waiver wire.
I literally was hovering of him.
He was good. He was good 2 weeks ago too. Not this week, but the week before. I think he had or was this game he had 3 tutties? I think it was
he
this
had
game.
2 rushing.
I think he had one
receiving.
receiving. If he had 2 rushing, I think this was the game he had 3 touchdowns.
I'm not sure on that.
He had 3 touchdowns either this week or the week before.
It would have to. Yeah, this week. 3
He
touchdowns. 1
did?
receiving, 2 rushing.
Yeah, dude's a dog. Shout out if you picked him up. I hope the last place waiver wire pickup won that game.
Dude, I literally was like,
I lost a brutal
I was thinking
week in
about him. I thought I
fantasy.
was being smart, and I was like, dude, no. Should have done it. Shoulda, woulda. That was the whole, I guess, premise of last week was shoulda, woulda. I just, hella mistakes. The next game is the game to talk about for me. Buccaneers -2.5. Falcons +2.5.
Dude, I
in
hate
Tampa
the
Bay.
Falcons. So I hate Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ritter's bad. I will say he played better than his stat line looks. That fumble. Okay, so first of all, no credit to Baker Mayfield, none at all. I could go on.
He's starting to look like Baker Mayfield in the NFL.
He is definitely looking like Baker Mayfield in the NFL. This was my favorite. Bucks -2.5. The Falcons went into Tampa Bay, and yeah, they won 16-13, but they beat the shit out of the Buccaneers, bro. And Desmond Ridder had touchdowns that were called back. He had that one touchdown where he dove into the end zone, and it was a rushing touchdown. They called it back, and this was towards the end of the game. He did that to put the game away. Had they kneeled the ball and kicked a field goal, we're talking about a different story where they went, where it's not even a game at that point. He fumbles in the end zone. They call it after the play. They give the ball back to the Bucs, and this is after the Bucs have already had so many calls go their way. Baker Mayfield takes him out of the field and throws one of the worst picks I've ever seen. Gives the ball back. Bro, it was awful. This was my, it wasn't my lock of the week. This was my favorite. It was entirely Baker's fault. There is nobody else to blame but Baker Mayfield. It was horrible. I am not, the way the LP was with the Broncos a couple weeks back.
You're trying to be with the Bucs?
Yes. Well, not even the Bucs, but Baker. If they start someone else, I might be like, all right, let's see. Baker Mayfield is, I don't want to say terrible things about him, but holy shit, bro. He is so bad at football. It's insane.
I think he's like a Frenchie.
I think he's bro, those dudes who were hella good at recess, and it's I think I'm good. Dude, he is not a good NFL quarterback. It's just so.
No, I feel I don't know if you know anything about Frenchies, but Frenchies are they're super little. They're not
the dog, yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They're super little.
If
and
he
shit
is
like
a
that.
dog, that's the only type of dog he could be.
But Frenchies are always they're fucking loud and shit. They're always yapping and stuff like that. I feel that's Baker. He's always he's a competitor. He's always yelling and shit like that. But when it comes to game time, the Pitbull's gonna eat the shit out of the Frenchie. But the Frenchie's still gonna be talking shit. I feel Baker he's kind of like a Frenchie.
Yeah. No, you say hey, go fetch, and he's and he doesn't even know what the fuck to do.
I fucking love that analogy.
Terrible, bro. He's
Baker's
awful.
a Frenchie.
Yeah.
Fuck
no,
yeah.
that's why and I'm not betting on him for a while. It's gonna take some. I mean, I say that, and I might, but no, that was awful, bro. And that was when Yogi texted me, or that was our first fan mail that I've seen.
No. He was
directed.
FaceTiming me during that. I think
not
it
fan mail,
was-
hate mail. It was and so deservingly so, bro. Like he was like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
shout
I
out,
tailed."
shout out Yogi.
Shout out Yogi
I
and
think it
shout
was,
out for
oh yeah,
tailing
was
the
it
parlay of
Falcons?
the week.
Oh yeah, it was Falcons Bucks. Yeah, he was FaceTiming during Falcons, and then he was FaceTiming me during another one with a field goal involved. I think.
I don't know, but we'll get into. We'll probably end up running into that in a little bit. But he texts me and he's like, "Hey, unsubscribing from Lockhouse. I'm disliking every video. This is horrible. Like, I tailed y'all's parlay. Game 1, Buccaneers -2.5. They're losing and they're gonna lose. Valid, bro. Like, so fair. That was terrible. I'm not touching Baker no more. I don't know why I put that as my favorite. I do know why I put it as my favorite, but I have definitely learned from that. I don't know. I hopped on the train. I thought that he had it in him. He doesn't. That was terrible. I don't know what it would take at this point for me to like gain my trust back in Baker.
They play
He's
the Bills
not
Thursday.
good, bro. He is
If they
not
beat,
good.
If
I
they
don't
beat the
care.
Bills, if
He
they
is
beat the
not good.
Bills,
If they beat the Bills, I'll chop it up as a fluke. Actually, it depends. It depends how they. I don't see them beating the Bills by like Baker Mayfield throwing 3 or 4 touchdowns. Like when in an NFL game has Baker Mayfield ever been the reason that it was like, oh, like shit was going whatever. Baker Mayfield won the game. It's like no. Everybody on the team was playing perfectly, and Baker
and it was
Mayfield
like a game
didn't fuck
manager.
up.
Yeah, I see that.
I just don't see him being
I-
a
dude,
difference
and I
maker
was-
in a positive way ever in the NFL.
Dude, I swear I was saying that first podcast. I was like, when they started like 3-1, I was like, dude, Baker Mayfield no good.
No good at all. I agree.
At least in the NFL, he's a fucking college legend.
Yeah, no, he was cool in college. I mean, like, you're a college legend. I'm a college. It's just different, bro. Like, that's just such a different.
It's just an OU thing. OU breeds differently.
Yeah,
Shout out Norman.
No, okay, but enough of that game. Next game, we, oh my God, bro, we were so bad this week. Steelers at Rams. Rams
Oh
-3.
my God.
This was LP's favorite.
Dude, what the fuck?
Rams -3. They lose outright. The Steelers win 24-17.
The Steelers are 4-2.
They're a good football team.
Like I knew they were gonna be good, like not 4-2, but like they're gonna be like floating around like 9-7, or I guess it'd be like 9-8, 10-7 maybe even fucking 8-9, like 500. So I still see them losing some games down the road,
Yeah.
but fuck, dude, fuck. The Rams, bro. I don't know what to say. Like, I thought the Rams were, like, a lot.
Well, dude,
But-
Nakua's the guy. And, like, that scares me. We're going to get into it in a little bit, but, like, the Rams play the Cowboys this upcoming week, and, like, I don't know if we're going to be able to stop him.
Dude, are you
That's
are
my
you
biggest
on plus
fear.
6.5?
We'll
Rams?
talk about it. We'll talk about it. But, dude, Puka, the Rams have a good team. If you look at their
they
numbers and you look
are.
at their team, like, they have a good team. But my whole philosophy in the NFL is, like, never count the Steelers out. But I don't know. It was tough. You want to get into the next one?
What? Oh, my gosh. Seahawks? Dub?
Yeah, finally.
Dude, and I was actually sketched about this game just because, like, the Cardinals have been playing good. And then, like, the spread was so big, like, it was more than a touchdown. But I was like, and then I even told you, I was like, player of the week, DK Metcalf. I think I was telling you.
Mhm.
figured out. Like, I think he started off good because they didn't have any film on him, but he's no good.
No, he's ended. I agree with that. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say for this game. The Seahawks look good. I mean, they won 20-10, so they covered. It doesn't look like a crazy win, but, like, I still think they look like a legit football team. They took care of business. Like,
Yeah. They got a good run
and
game.
they look good, bro. Like, I wouldn't want to play them if I was any team in the NFL.
They have a good run game, good receivers. Geno Smith does what he needs to do. Like, he's not going to be fucking elite, but, like, he's not going to be bad either.
Right.
He's not going to be bad. And sometimes that's
He'll never be bad, in my opinion, bro. Like, he's good. He's in that tier where, like, he will never. This
What's
is the
next?
game. We have Packers
my
at Broncos, bro. And I really wanted to take the Broncos,
Dude,
but
I can't.
I think
I'm
we
not. I
yeah, no,
can't.
right.
Like,
And
I've never taken the Broncos.
bro. You have your rules, and I respect them, and I'm about to have mine with Baker Mayfield. But yeah, no, you don't. You don't take the you don't take the
Jordan
the
Love
Broncos.
didn't look
and
good either, dude.
No, neither team looked good.
So bad.
Sorry, Broncos won 19-17.
We
The
missed by
spread
a
was
point.
Packers -1.
No good.
No, it was just. I mean, that's what it was, and I expected the Broncos to finally get a win at some point. What, they're 2-5 now. All right, you beat the Packers at home.
Yeah,
Cool.
congrats.
Like, what else are you gonna do after this?
Congrats.
And it was a nail biter. They
Packers are not
pulled
good.
through. The Packers are not good, but they're building from a low foundational point.
Yeah.
The Broncos are supposed to be very good.
Very
They have Sean
good. They're
Payton and
supposed to be
Russell
over
Wilson.
500.
And
Is saying
This
they
is
have
not
Russell
an
Wilson,
impressive win.
Is saying that they have Russell Wilson like supposed
Not
to
anymore, but
Yeah,
I'm saying
okay.
like we're
Okay,
about
fair.
to, I think, and I said this before. I think we're about to hit a point where we say is saying that you have Sean Payton impressive. Like, I think Sean Payton's about to look like a bad coach, unless the only discrepancy is if Sean Payton is trying to tank for Caleb and he hates Russ. We know he hates Russ, but like if he's like kind of trying to be like, hey, fuck this season, we're gonna just lose a bunch of games and get a great quarterback draft pick, then that is his only devil's advocate. But I don't know.
Yeah.
They should beat the shit out of the Packers, and I mean they won by 2 at home.
Yeah, dude, I saw something today. Like, everybody on the Broncos is like on the trade block. Pat
Yeah.
Surtain, Judy, everybody, dude, everybody. So we'll see what happens. Next week there might be a
Shout
totally
out Marvin
different team.
Mims, bro. You still look cold.
Facts. He's not on the trade block. He nice.
Hell no. And if he is, some team's gonna get lucky. Dude is nice.
The Chiefs.
Oh my God, he would do so
Dude,
nice
he'd
on
be
the
so
Chiefs.
good on the Chiefs.
I never thought of that.
But speaking of the Chiefs,
And he would get a ring, bro.
Yeah, speaking of the Chiefs, next game.
Yes.
So
and
crazy, bro. So crazy.
obviously, we both had Chargers plus 5.5. This was your favorite underdog. I'm gonna point the finger at you because I did say I think I said the Chiefs were gonna win, but I was like I could see it being close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Chargers plus 5.5. The Chiefs have
Destroyed.
now solidified. In my opinion, the Chiefs have now, as of right now, established themselves as the best team in the NFL.
They're only gonna get better.
I don't see any team
promise you,
better
they're
than
only
that.
gonna get better. They have such a young wide receiver core, dude. Rasheed Rice is nice,
And
I've
they
been
could
saying
have
it for a
anybody, bro. They're gonna
while,
make
bro.
anybody nice.
dude. They're Pacquiao. I say
Pacheco.
I say Pacquiao. Pacquiao's he's been good, dude. Like Joe
He
having
runs like
having
a maniac.
dude, and they the only game they've lost was the Lions. They didn't have Travis Kelce or Chris Jones in that game, and it was still close because Kadarius Toney.
Opening night.
Yeah, opening night of the NFL. They didn't have Chris Jones or Travis Kelce, and Kadarius Toney dropped every ball that was thrown to
Yeah,
him.
that was crazy. It's like to even look at Mahomes had 424 passing yards and 4 touchdowns.
How many?
424 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. We haven't seen a performance like that in the NFL this year until now. Who else? Kelsey had 179 yards and a touchdown. I mean, that's an 8, but no, it's a 9. 179 yards and a touchdown. This team is still insane. They might even be better than we thought they were. They're 6-1. It feels like
So
it's
bad.
nice. It's nice to see things like this, bro.
Do the Chiefs Dolphins ever play? I want to see that so bad.
I'm sure they will. Actually, they do. They do.
They
in
do?
a couple weeks. I think it's like 2 weeks. We can check on that in a minute, but or you can look at that.
I would love to see that.
I think they do play soon.
What's
Do you
next?
want the Sunday night football game, Dolphins?
Oh, speaking of the Dolphins, I mean, I don't have much to say. I was wearing my Dolphins gear for it.
It's my underdog of the week.
Hungover as shit.
Yeah.
Sunday at 8:30. Fucking still drunk as shit. Trying to watch the game like.
Just watching
Oh
people
my
run 90
God.
miles an hour across the
Or
field.
Frankfurt, is that? Dude, it might be in
Germany?
Germany.
That's the Germany game.
Is it
yeah.
Frankfurt Stadium? Is that Germany? That's
I'm
gotta
gonna
be
sound
German.
stupid if I'm wrong, but I
No,
think
that's
the
gotta be
Germany
German.
game.
That's gotta be
Yeah,
Germany.
we're not. I never took a geography class, but
Where is Germany? No, I'm playing.
well, yeah,
Yeah, it's Germany. It's Germany. Oh my gosh, dude, they're gonna be so hammered drinking beer. I feel
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we have to.
Who do you think gets the most hammered on both those squads? Kelsey.
Oh, for sure. I thought you were talking about like cities,
No,
city-wise. I was
no,
about to be
no.
like, dude, Miami,
Players.
bro. Yeah, Kelsey up there.
Kelsey for the Chiefs. What about
Mike
for the Dolphins?
McDaniels.
Yes,
Mike
yes,
McDaniels.
great pick.
Great pick. Forget a player. I'll pick the coach. Yeah. Give me any fucking person off the Chiefs.
Everyone's like, "What are we doing this week, Coach?" I don't give a f. We're in Germany, bro.
Dude, I feel like Andy Reid though could chug a freaking pitcher though.
He could outchug you speed wise, and he can drink more than you, but he won't get as fucked up. Like he won't get as drunk as you.
For sure. For sure.
He can definitely.
He's definitely like a last man standing
Yes,
if he
yes.
wants to be.
Yes.
He's the type of guy that's gonna leave early, but if like you fuck with him, like he's gonna be like, all right, buddy.
If
like,
you
let's
talk
go.
shit, if you're
get
like,
me a
hey,
cheeseburger too while you're at it.
yeah. If you're like, hey,
Fuck
you
yeah.
can't outdrink me, you're in for a rude awakening
Yeah.
for sure.
I would love to see like a Mike McDaniel, Andy Reid face off like before the game.
Chugging beers.
Chugging beers.
Holy shit, we are taking our sweet time with this. I loved the game. This was your lock of the week, by the way.
Yeah, fucking.
The
Trent Williams
Vikings
out,
win
Debo out.
outright. The Vikings won 22-17. Welcome back to Kirktober. He looked
Kirktober, baby.
insane.
Yeah, I know.
Like he didn't. It wasn't just like, oh, Kirk Cousins had a good game. He played
I think
phenomenal.
they
He
have
played
a
out of
bye
his
this week,
ass.
too.
Who? Which
The Vikings.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro. They
Dude,
needed
they're
after that.
gonna-
They emptied the. No, they don't.
they don't. Who do they play?
They play the Packers and.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I could think I could name maybe 10 quarterbacks out of them.
I still like him. I still like the way he played. Honestly, in that game, I still like it.
Well,
Again,
their
hey,
kicker also was fucking terrible. He's keep
Their
missing
kick.
kicks.
What, dude? That's the Mooney kid, right?
Yeah, Moody.
And
from
Moody,
Michigan.
and they drafted him in the 3rd round.
No good.
Which,
It's
when
like
you
the
think
Robert
about
Aguayo. Do you remember Robert Aguayo that the Bucks picked
Mm-mm.
up during
No.
Jameis? Best. He went to Florida State. Best kicker of all time in college. They picked him in the 2nd round, right after Jameis, the Bucks, and then he
I don't want to say he's ass, but like
Sam
he lost
Darnold-
him the game low key
Sam Darnold is quarterback this week.
for the Niners.
Yeah, Brock
thought-
Purdy's out.
I thought he was questionable.
No, he's out. I saw something earlier. Sam Darnold's quarterback against the Bengals, against Joe Burrow. In
That
San
changes my
Fran.
pick up a little bit. Oh my god, dude!
And I'm like,
the Niners are
I'm
finna
like,
fucking crumble.
I'm like 99% sure. Now, that's what
didn't
happens
see
when you
that,
play
but-
Dallas. You crumble. You
Yeah.
crumble after you play Dallas.
Yeah, after you beat the shit out of Dallas by 40 points, you tank. You can't handle. I've been holding him on the bench all year, bro. I just started him. Jordan Addison.
Oh, he's
is
definitely
the
a start.
dude, bro.
He's definitely a start.
He's a
definitely
must start now.
With Jetta's out, he's a must start. He's wide receiver too, like. for
But he's
sure.
good. He looked
Oh,
every
he
time
is
they threw the
nice.
ball, he either caught it or it's a PI on defense. Every single play.
Well,
He should have had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
One of them was
bro.
interception. One of them was interception.
That's not.
It was funny because the DB said, "Give me that," and then like two players were.
Now we get into the locks of the week.
Colin.
Yeah, we're gonna call in. We're gonna
New
call
feature?
our boy from San Francisco, Luke Baggett. Shout out,
Shout
to bro.
out, Luke.
I think, hey, I might take a bathroom break real quick, and then I can I can let him know we're about to call him, and we can get right back into this.
Sounds good. Oh my god.
Can you hear the ring?
Dude, that's tough. That's tough.
Yo,
Let's go.
hey, welcome. You're on. We just did our recap. It was pretty long.
That's what she said.
Yeah, and we about to get into the locks of the week. The way we're doing it is we're gonna start with lock of the week and then go into favorite, and favorite underdog. Are you familiar with those processes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the lock of the week is just like basically like money line, right?
No, it's just your favorite
No,
pick
spreads.
overall. Yeah, but it can be a money line, but not. No, it's got to be a spread. But if it's a money line, it's got to be like a plus money line. You know, you
Yeah,
can't do
it's gotta be like an underdog.
can't do Chiefs money line.
Okay,
Or
gotcha,
Dolphins.
gotcha.
Yeah, but we finna start with lock of the week. I haven't even looked. I'm looking at them right now. LP, do you have yours ready for lock of the week?
Lock of the week. Yes, I do, and I love it.
All right, you go ahead and get into that. I'm gonna look for mine.
My lock of the week is Jags minus 2.5 in Pittsburgh. I think Trevor Lawrence is him. There's no way the Steelers are going to be 5-2. Like, they're a good team. Mike Tomlin's the GOAT. But it's more of just like there's no – like, I think the Jags are like a great team. You guys already know that. I think they're going to go deep in the playoffs. But I can see the Jags going more than 6 – like, I can see them being 6-2 rather than the Steelers being 5-2. It hurts that the Steelers are kind of at home. I think that's why the spread is 2.5. I feel like this should be more of like a -5 game if it was in Jacksonville or – neutral site, but I just think Trevor Lawrence is him. NTN is cooking, and they're doing this without Calvin Ridley. Like, he didn't do shit last week against the Saints. So I just think that they're clicking well right now, and I just have no faith in Kenny Pickett. So, yeah, Jags minus 2.5, lock of the week.
All right, I'm gonna go next, and then Luke, you can go after me. I'm just looking at it, and I kind of. So I had hesitancy on this earlier because the spread is 3.5. If it was 2.5, or in fact, if you want, like, my lock of the week will be the spread. However, I highly recommend alternating it to 2.5 instead of 3.5. But it's the Seahawks minus 3.5 against the Browns. It's in Seattle. Dude, I love the Browns right now, but I also love the Seahawks right now. Deshaun Watson is confirmed not starting for the game. I don't think that hurts the Browns too much, but I just think that the Seahawks at home, bro, with the 12th man,
No, I love that.
prime time. I mean, they played good last week. I think they're going to play good this week. I think they're a great team. Both teams are 4-2. I think the Seahawks come away with this one. Again, it's a matter of by how many points because I do think it'll be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
But, -3.5, I think they can cover it. That'll be my lock of the week.
I love it.
Baggett, what do you have in mind for yours?
It's the easiest lock of all time.
I swear to God, if you say the Niners over the Bengals, I'm gonna shoot you.
No. It's been since 2015 since the Broncos beat the Chiefs.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
So I'm Chiefs -7.
Love it.
Even though it's in Denver.
That's the one
It's
thing that threw
just-
me a little bit, but yes.
No. Everyone is
No,
on
but
the
I'm
trade
finna
block.
take. I'm finna take.
Everyone
the
is on the
Chiefs,
trade
bro.
block. I promise you, they're not gonna play like the people they want to trade like that much, and the people they want to trade are like their best players. But keep going, Baggett.
This is like the best the Chiefs defense has been probably in the Mahomes era.
Yeah,
They're 6-1.
Preach.
They're 6-1. Kelsey's playing for Taylor.
Fuck yeah,
We've got
Hey, wait, time
Okay.
out. LP, is she finna be at the game? Do you know?
dude. In Denver. Fuck.
Does she go to Colorado?
I don't know. I think she might have to ask Dion for permission.
Continue, Baggett.
Pacheco's just all the wasted movement. He runs so incredibly hard. I'm calling it now. He's going to have 2 total touchdowns with
Ooh.
probably 115 total yards
Who is that?
against this
Pacheco?
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, Pakeo.
Against this Swiss cheese defense. Chiefs -7. I don't even know why it's -7. That's throwing me off a little bit, but it's
No,
not even gonna be
-7's a
close.
solid. It's because they're on the road. If they were at home, this would easily be -9.5, -10.5, one of those games. But I agree. I love that pick. What do you think makes the Broncos defense so bad? Because I feel like last year the Broncos defense was I drafted them in fantasy and then I dropped them within a few weeks. But last year I feel like their defense was really good and you still have Surtain and shit. What do you think makes their defense so awful this year? Or do you think you know what changed maybe?
I mean, I don't know what changed, but I mean, I know because they were a top defense last year, and I feel like they got a lot of the people back, but I guess Randy Gregory's gone. But he wasn't even playing to start the season. I mean, they got them OU boys on that defense with DTY and Nick Benito.
Oh yeah.
Them
And
Alex
Benito's
Grinch
having
breeds.
Benito's having a fire season, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's bad, and I think it's just
It's a
maybe they're
team
having to be
thing.
on the field too much with Russ. Their offense isn't cooking, so they
Let's
might
also
just be getting
point out-
tired.
Let's also point out that it's also just the Broncos.
Dude, they're
against
just
the
horrible
best
team
this
in the
year.
league.
Yeah, against the best team in the NFL.
It's the best team in the
easily.
NFL going against the Broncos. So
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
agree.
trying to overthink it. It's,
No, that's a
Mahomes
great pick.
against Russ.
great pick.
That was finna be my favorite. I think it was one of my contenders. I'm still looking, bro.
I feel like Lee Corso right now with Baggett. I'm like, great pick.
Yeah, I know who my favorite underdog is. But for favorite, LP, do you have one in mind right now?
Favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride with Baggett. I think I'm
Yeah.
going Chiefs -7. Like, no correlation to them having a chance. I think the Chiefs are just. I think the Chiefs don't really play down to their competition. Like, they're gonna go out there and they're gonna do what they want to do. So
Yeah.
Chiefs -7 for
They
everything
love
we just
stunting
talked
on
about.
people, bro. They love stunting on
And if
people.
Taylor's there, go Chiefs -10. Alternate.
Yeah, bro. Favorite. I've been. So what?
There's a lot this week. I like a lot of favorites.
The favorites are definitely
Like,
where
you
I'm
can't
leaning
really-
all the way. I love the Bills -9, but I'm gonna stay off of it. And dude, I think because a lot of that is, in fact, it changed because when I wrote it down on here, decision, I think, on my end, especially since I just went with them last week. And I know y'all are going to have some shit to say against this. I'm going the Saints, bro. Saints -1 in Indianapolis against Gardner Minshew, coming off a loss, a Thursday night loss, so they have more time to prepare. I mean, I don't know. I'm hesitant on it, but I have to say that I think the Saints are going to win this game. -1, it's nearly a pick 'em, but they need this win. They need this win really badly. The Colts are crippling. 2, 3, and 4 teams. I'm going to go the Saints -1 for my favorite.
I love it.
I think I think Baggett might have some shit to say about that. Huge Gardner. And I love Gardner too, but Baggett's a huge Gardner.
My favorite, again, not going to overcomplicate it. Ravens -8.5 against the Cardinals.
Yes.
I'm big on the Cardinals downfall.
I think the Ravens are like 15-1 in their last 16 games against the NFC, and I know Kyler was full go at practice today, but I don't think he
he's
wants
playing
his
this
first
week.
game back to. He doesn't want his first game back to be against the Ravens either.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna let Dobbs do the fall guy for one more week.
I like that.
Yeah, even if he does play, game speed is completely different than practice speed, so timing's gonna be off on everything.
Hell yeah.
End of the day, yeah, 8.5 is.
The
Like
Broncos,
I did
bro.
see that stat on Red Zone this week talking about the Raven or Lamar Jackson. I think it was not the Ravens, but like Lamar Jackson's like 16-1 against like NFC teams. So like, and they're facing the worst fucking NFC team in the league. So
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. And Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are clicking. Zay Flowers is starting to get more comfortable.
Well, do you see what Lamar did last week to
Detroit
the Lions? And Detroit's a good
Masterclass,
team.
bro. He is finally back. That's the MVP
He
Lamar.
Dude, yeah, he's definitely should be top 3. If the Ravens keep this pace up, like if they end like 14 or 13-4, win their division, like you couldn't tell me that Lamar Jackson's not in the MVP conversation.
My favorite metric is like imagine that quarterback in the Cowboys offense, and if you put Lamar Jackson on the Cowboys, we go 17-0 and we win the Super Bowl. Like
dude,
he is insane. He's firing on all cylinders right now, just like we've seen in the
Yeah.
past, bro. He's not.
He's finally playing like that.
And he still doesn't
$260
like.
million contract.
No, 100% I agree. And like, I love Zay Flowers. Like, I think he's gonna be a great receiver. But he's also like, they're 5-2, and like he has like good, like he's playing well, and like his receivers are also not like good.
Lamar,
Odell should just have his best game.
bro. Zay Flower, dude.
No, like Zay Flowers not like he's a rookie though.
Yeah. You
he's
mean
a
like he doesn't
rookie.
have like an established receiving core like that? Yeah.
I mean, same with Patrick Mahomes, but like.
But who
give
are
them
we
receivers.
comparing him
like,
to now?
If I'm the Ravens, I try to go out there and get D-Hop. Or, like, maybe even Devontae, but I feel like they might have to give up too much,
chill. Devontae's going to
like, we don't have to give up as much for D-Hop, but I would love to see. Dude, and if Derrick Henry goes to the Ravens, I hear hella talk about that right now. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. Dude,
That would be.
I don't.
Dude,
I don't know how well he would
like
fit
the
into their
outside
offense,
linebacker,
though.
bro, and have you to like guard that read option, bro.
Yeah, but
Holy
like
shit.
I could never see that.
Dude,
He just does not fit their offense at all.
Their offense is
I
run
could
the
see,
ball.
I could see, and I think this would be equally as like scary. I could see a better fit being Jonathan Taylor, and not that it's going to happen, but like Jonathan Taylor on the Ravens makes more sense. But
Bengals plus 3.5.
Chill, that was
against
that
the
was
San
literally
Fran-
mine. That was
San
literally
Fran
mine, and I don't want to
49ers,
change
baby. Bengals, I think, are they coming off a bye? I think they're coming off a bye. Niners are struggling. I don't think Purdy being out, like Donald, I think, and Purdy are like in that 49ers offense. Like Debo's going to be back. I don't know about Trent Williams. Do you know Baggett? Is Trent Williams going to be back?
I know Debo's out. Debo was out for 2 weeks, or like for
A little more sketch, but being that it's more than a field goal, like I'm going to bet on Joe Burrow. Like he had a bad start. They had a bad start last season, like coming off a bye. The 49ers are like they kind of look like they've been struggling, or they have been struggling the past 2 weeks, but that's just because they played Dallas. And when you play Dallas, like teams struggle.
You're gonna look bad if you have to play against Dak Prescott.
You look bad the next couple of weeks after playing Dallas because that's just a physical game. But
I think that
because you picked it, I will change to a different one. Also, I want to note for the viewers, Baggett, our caller, is a diehard 49ers fan, and LP and I are big Cowboys fans. So there was a lot of chat a couple weeks ago whenever we got absolutely railed in San Francisco. We wanted to have him on then, but we just couldn't figure it out.
We can keep moving. We can keep talking. We can move on.
Yeah, but that game was just like it doesn't matter. So like that's just a game we lost.
That's a game I'd rather lose now than in January.
Yeah, no, we're gonna see him again. We're gonna see him again.
It was we only lost that game so they wouldn't have film on us during the playoffs, which I think was actually brilliant from McCarthy.
Dude, Mike McCarthy, brilliant move.
Brilliant move.
Intentional losses are it's a crazy move.
Let's have them think they're way better than us just so they don't know our place for the playoff. Brilliant.
But because you stole my favorite underdog, I'm going to go ahead and take the Tennessee Titans plus 2.5 at home against the Falcons.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think the Falcons – I think Baker made the Falcons look good. They're about to go on the road, the Tennessee Titans.
You know who's their quarterback this week? It's not Tannehill.
Who is it?
It's Will Levis.
Okay,
They named him the starter this week, Will Levis.
No tape on him. Even better.
They said both quarterbacks are going to play, but they said Will Levis is going to be like the primary quarterback.
What the fuck do they mean both quarterbacks are going to play?
Malik Willis.
They let Derrick Henry have a rest week. Derrick Henry is
What are they doing?
Derrick Henry's going to get traded. Derrick Henry's going to get traded this week.
Okay.
Or like after
this week. He's going for 175. Yeah, they got out his trade value.
But I mean, this is also a game where like there's so much going around with the Titans where people are like, why are the Falcons minus 2.5 when Will Levis is the quarterback? Derrick Henry might be traded. Like, this may be a game where, like,
no, I don't.
It's too obvious for Titans plus 2.5. You could always go your Bucks plus 9, Baker.
Hell no, I'm not betting the Bucks again. I'm not betting on Baker Mayfield. I need to put my money on a place where I am confident in the players playing for my money. Oh my God, this is tough. I might keep it, but. Let me reevaluate for a moment. I think it was going to be Bengals, bro. It was totally going to be Bengals, but we haven't had to keep the consistency of the show, we will all have different picks for this segment. And I'm going to go
Rams.
No. Wait, who are the Rams? No. I actually kind of like it, but no. I'm not betting against the Cowboys.
Wait, did you not take the Titans?
No, I mean I did, but now y'all are like telling me all this new information that I honestly didn't know.
I was 4-9 last week, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, but still, stats are stats, facts are facts. All right, well, okay, my second pick.
Hold up. Can we repeat that? Go repeat that. Stats are what?
Stats are stats and facts are facts.
I love that. We need to quote that right there.
And it's just true, but like I'm saying, my next pick would be Panthers plus 3. So no, I'm gonna go.
My God.
No. I'm not gonna do it. Titans.
Okay.
We're gonna go Titans plus 2.5 at home. They can figure something out. I don't even know what their quarterback situation is. Clearly, it's up in the air. I'm going to just ride with Tennessee for some reason. And, in fact, I'm one of the biggest Ryan Tannehill haters there is. So
I'm a big Mike Vrabel guy, though.
right. I love Mike Vrabel,
Yeah.
and I think that Ryan Tannehill is fucking ass. So we're going to go with the Titans. Whatever their quarterback is, whatever their situation is, that is now my favorite underdog. And, yeah, no, I
agree
stand
with
by
that. I agree with that. I think they get better by losing Tannehill.
No, they could. They very well could, bro. Like, you have dudes that are sitting under Tannehill, and they're like, oh, my God, this dude is so bad. Like, I can't wait for my chance. Here's your chance. If Tannehill plays, I still like the Titans. If he doesn't play, I think someone's going to show him up. I think they have something to play for this week. What, they're 2-4.
I know
Good
the
pick
Saints
at
defense
home.
is good. I know the Saints defense is good, but yeah, you've got the Colts at home. Gardner Minshew's a dog. You've got a fully healthy Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor. And after that bullshit no call against the Browns last week, the Colts are going to get one back this week.
Yeah, did you see
Is Zach Moss fully healthy?
I'm pretty sure. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
I
think he
didn't
is.
even
I
see
think
his
he
Says
is.
hurt.
he's questionable.
That, like, hey, like, those two calls that cost y'all the game, yeah, you were right, and we were 100% wrong. If that didn't happen, y'all would have won. Like, I would have been just like, fuck off.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
And I mean, Minshew went for 305 passing, 2 touchdowns, 30 rushing, 2 touchdowns against the Browns, who, in my opinion, are the best defense in the league. And
No, they are.
And I
Interesting.
Browns, best defense? They're
Best
definitely
defense
top
in the league.
three.
I-
Definitely top three.
Miles
100%.
Garrett is a freak, and Jim Schwartz is insane as a DC. I'm not. It's
Yeah, I think
That's
they're in
actually
top
crazy.
three. I
That's
think they're in
actually
top
crazy.
three,
That's
but
actually
you're
crazy
going to put
coming-
them
That's coming from a Niners
Cowboys?
fan, too. That's coming from a Niners fan. Okay, first of all, the Niners defense was way better than the Cowboys when we played them.
Okay, so yeah, Cowboys, Niners, they're better than both of them?
And Browns? No, that's my top
the
three.
Browns for sure.
Browns
the Browns
is better than
boxed
both.
our ears.
That's crazy. And, like, maybe you're right, honestly. When I think about it, it's just like,
No, I love
That's
that
a hot take, yeah,
I love that
I
take,
like it.
though. I love that take, though. Love that take.
I just haven't heard
Yeah,
that
my-
yet, bro. Browns best defense in the NFL. I mean, like, it adds up.
The only way the Colts lose this game is if Jameis Winston comes in.
Fuck, do not play with me, dude. Do not play with me.
The
But
GOAT.
Like,
Yeah.
favorite, whatever you want. Like, just what would you do as a little 3-leg? All spreads.
Here's what I'm.
Or
here's-
money lines, but they
personally-
have to be an underdog money line if you're going to throw it in there.
I'm personally backing this. Bills -9 against the Bucks. I am the biggest Baker Mayfield fan in the world.
He is.
But
Delusionally.
the Bills, after barely beating the Giants and losing to the Patriots, Josh, this I love the Titans +2.5. Or
Okay.
I love Titans money line. Give me Give me Titans money
Oh, I love it. He said, "I need some juice."
Year.
and then the Chiefs -7.
Okay, I love that. I'm gonna tell that. I'm gonna tell that. So we got
I think
Bills
think that's it.
-9. We got Bills -9. Colts money line. Was it Colts money line?
Titans money line.
Titans. Oh fuck.
By the way, this has nothing to do with the podcast, but LP and I are both on the money line. The Thunder up 111-91 right now in the fourth quarter.
Oh wait, what is it?
The Thunder are up 111-91 in the third, in the
bet,
fourth.
bet. Titans money line and then what? Chiefs -7. All right,
Chiefs -7.
I got written down. I love it. Well,
again, nothing to do with the podcast, but Chet, was it today his debut?
Let's go. Yes. I mean, we've seen him play basketball like preseason and shit, but yes, his like NBA regular season debut was tonight in Chicago. Just for the viewers, I'm a huge Thunder fan. Huge Thunder fan since I was a kid.
Heat fan right here.
Yeah, and mad respect. Thunder are winning it all this year, bro. I'm so fucking confident. We have this shit this year. I swear to God. But yeah.
We'll do the records for the guest pickers.
Yeah.
First guest picker officially of the podcast, Luke Baggett, the first call in.
Round of applause.
Everybody look to call in the upcoming weeks.
We should actually see if we clap to next week. We got to see what happens. We might not be clapping.
Yeah, you might get some ruined.
Yeah. By the way, Luke Baggett, follow him on Insta. If you tell his picks, DM him, hate mail. We got some hate mail last week, Baggett, so that's why I'm saying that.
No, I like it. I love it. Thank you for calling in, Luke. I'll talk to you later tonight. Appreciate you. And for anyone else who wants to call in later, please do so. Have a good night, Baggett.
Perfect. Thank you all for having me on the show.
Peace out, brother. All right, we got to get into our picks.
Let's fire these picks.
And we got to get rolling.
All right, we got this easy. We can go a little quicker.
Oh, no, it ain't no rush, but yeah, let's get going. After watching the last Buccaneers game that I had as my favorite. Baker Mayfield cannot play football. Please prove me wrong. I'm taking the Bills -8.5. This is
it's
an
9
easy
now. It's 9 now. It changed.
Okay.
But it's the same thing. It doesn't matter.
I'm taking the Bills -9, -19, -400 points against the Buccaneers. -9 against the Buccaneers. I am just so. Come in the studio and talk to me face to face. I will tell that to him. He is not the real deal. He does not belong in the NFL. Please prove me wrong. He has done nothing but disappoint me. LP, what are your thoughts?
I think that Josh Allen is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL, and I think Baker Mayfield is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. So I actually think this is going to be a game that Josh Allen, like, literally cooks. I think Stephon Diggs, huge fantasy game this week. You know
I
how
hate it
feel
too,
about
bro.
Josh Allen, but
Because
like
the Bills have been not very good for the past few weeks. But it's like, if
they're
they were,
due. They're due.
no,
they're
it's-
due for. They're so inconsistent, but they're due.
they're a little
Hate to
due.
say
But
it.
at the same time, it's like if they were to play any team but the Bucks, my mind would be so different. And it's not even like the Bucks are a bad team. It's just like you have Baker Mayfield leading your squad. I hate to say it. Ass, bro. Terrible. He is awful. Next game, we're going to the noon slate. We don't have none of that London shit this week. We have Rams plus 6.5 in the great city of Dallas, Texas, at the Cowboys minus 6.5. The over-unders. Wait, we got to rewind. We didn't do our over-under for the Bucks-Bills game. It's 42.5. What do you think? 42.5.
It says 43.5 on mine, and I just refreshed it.
I did this based on the slate when I wrote it.
Okay, so 43.5.
I'll change it to 43.5.
Just because it's a primetime game, I'm gonna go under.
Yeah, and I like that. Yeah, I agree. Let's move on. Rams plus 6.5. Cowboys minus 6.5.
I'm gonna try something new. As a Cowboys fan, I'm feel
doing
like
Rams. I'm doing
okay,
Rams.
okay.
Yeah.
The fact that you're doing okay, so if you're gonna do Rams, Cowboys minus 6.5, baby, we are gonna fuck them up.
That was a test. Cowboys minus 6.5. I think Cowboys minus 28.5. At home, bro, if we just went to the Dallas Cowboys game a few weeks ago. That atmosphere is electric whenever it's
Dude.
against a team that we're supposed to beat.
Dude.
Like, I mean, if you
I
have the
agree.
49ers coming to Dallas, and I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's a different story now.
It's a different game.
But when you have a team come in and we're the underdogs, bro, like, we
home,
choke.
at home, bro.
But when we're supposed to beat a team, bro, at
You
noon,
got me wanting to stand up.
dude,
right
I
now.
want to go to the game. I'm so down to go to the game. I think that, like, I think we dominate. I think we win by
Dude.
13 points.
When the fans and the team, they see Michael Irvin on the screen just yelling at the top of his lungs.
It's just like we're able to get
Yeah.
up for games that
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
supposed
bet. So
Hold
need to
on,
cut
we
that
just
out.
had technical difficulties.
All right, bet.
Where
Let's just
were
get to
we?
the next game. Vikings Packers.
All right, Cowboys minus 6.5. Easy pick, both ways.
Oh,
Hey, over under 40.
over.
I agree. All right, sorry, we were dealing with shit. All right, Vikings at Packers. The money line is even both ways. It's a pick 'em, which is awesome.
Vikings money line with the over. That's a great game to parlay. Because Jordan Love, he's due. He should cook. They're still without Jettas, but if they can go 4-4, wait like 1 or 2 more weeks, Jettas comes back, like they're gonna have a good chance to make the playoffs. So I think they win this game.
May I include the fact that it's gonna be 38 degrees and raining?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I think I agree.
Like I'm also saying that because it's just an even game. Like I think the Vikings will win. If it was like a Vikings minus 3.5, like I could be like, dude, Packers plus 3.5 in Lambeau, rainy and cold. But the fact that it's almost raining cold makes me like the vet more than Jordan Love.
Here's why I like the Packers in this game because of the weather. Raining cold, after watching their game last week, or most recently, the Vikings really relied on their pass game and, like, Kirk Cousins and shit. Madison, now they have Cam Akers running the ball. Like, they did not sell me at all. Like, they just seemed like a weak running game. I think if Aaron Jones is back at full health and we have A.J. Dillon behind that Packers offensive line, which is one of the best rushing lines I've seen, I really think, like, it's going to come down to a rushing game, and I think the Packers are going to be really good.
Yeah. That's all facts.
After watching the Vikings last night, Monday night, or 2 nights ago, Monday Night Football, I was so high on the Vikings. The fact that this is a pick 'em is weird to me. And just to fade you, I'm going to take the Packers.
Okay.
And for that rushing proponent only.
Take the under. That make me want to take the under when you said that. But I said over.
I like the Packers.
I'm going to take the under 2 because 24-17, I feel like it's a lot of points for this game anyway. I'll take the under 2.
Word. Next game, do you want to do Falcons-Titans?
Yeah, Falcons-Titans.
All right. Have we touched the Patriots-Dolphins yet?
No, that's
I don't know why I'm
further.
skipping around.
Or I'm just on ESPN. I'm not on the thing you sent, so we can go off what you sent to make it easier.
Yeah, let's do Falcons-Titans.
I'm going to go Falcons -2.5.
Word.
I hate the Falcons. I've been against them every week. Only reason I've literally this is the first podcast I've taken the Falcons. I'm like 99% sure I haven't taken them any week on the pod. Only taking them because Will Levis, rookie quarterback, starting. Hella talks about Derrick Henry being traded. They just traded their best safety, Kevin Byard. There's talks about D-Hop going into a rebuild. The Falcons have already been through their rebuild. They've got other good players they want. They got Bijan, they got Drake London, they got Kyle Pitts. They have what they think is their quarterback, a Desmond Ridder. They want to go in and win this game. They're 4-3. I can't believe I'm picking the Titans about to be 5-3. That's fucking nuts to me, but I got Titans -2.5. And I got the over.
You mean you have the Falcons. Falcons -2.5.
Yeah, Falcons -2.5. And I'm going to actually, 35.5. That's crazy.
36.
Okay, 36.
Pick because the Titans were my favorite underdog. I'm going Titans +2.5, and I'm going the over. I don't really have much reasoning for the over-under. I just 36, bro. You know my philosophy. If I see a 3, it's tough to bet the under.
Facts. They do know some.
It is football. I hope they score points. I'm going over 36. I'm going Titans +2.5. I don't care who the quarterback is. I mean, I hate Ryan Tannehill, but, like, obviously I think they have a better chance to win if it is Ryan Tannehill. But I'm going Titans +2.5. The next game is Saints +1 at Colts -1. This is awesome.
I got Saints -1.
I do too. I've already said.
Saints -1. I don't see them going 3-5. If Anthony Richardson was playing, I feel like this would be a big difference for me.
Totally different.
Totally different. I don't even think the Saints would be favored if AR was playing, but Saints -1. Saints -7 if somehow
It's Saints
Winston
+1.
gets subbed in. Oh,
They're underdogs.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, on here it has Saints -1. But either way, Saints to win the game, whatever it is, I think the Saints will win this game for sure.
When I wrote it down, it was Saints +1.
And the Colts are also 1-3 at home.
Word.
I'll give that a little Baggett stat. I know Baggett likes that little history stat he throws in. So Saints -1, Kamara over receptions. Take it.
Either way, it's a pick 'em. It's like who's going to win this football game. I think the Saints win as well. I think they have their fully healthy roster. Bolt's backup quarterback in Gardner Minshew. The Saints are playing for something. They're coming off a loss to the Jaguars, which, I mean, it could have gone either way. The Jaguars beat them, but I like the Saints, and I like the under 43.5 points. Don't have much to say about the over-under, but I feel the under.
Yeah, I'll go under 2. Derek Carr is terrible.
Shitty game. Next, we have the Patriots plus 9.5 at the Dolphins in Miami, minus 9.5. The over-under.
Game because they can get that without it. They're also coming off a loss, being that it's in home. I think Tua's gonna have a great game. He's gonna keep on that MVP season, and I think he should have. I think this is gonna be a Dolphins killer. It's supposed to be great weather. Dolphins.
Literally, my only reasoning behind this pick, and let me just say, I'm Dolphins minus 9.5. My reasoning on this pick is literally because it's in Miami at noon. Points. I think they can cover it. I'm going to take that as well.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, of course, the over.
Next one's or did we have what's next?
I'm on the Jets minus 3, Giants plus 3.
Who do you have?
It's a crazy game, bro. It's a battle of New York. When I first saw this game, I sat and thought about it for a minute. Obviously it's in New York, but it's at the Giants.
Dude, this game is terrible.
This is one of those games I covered both the spreads. I was like, Dimes has to run the football. I don't think they're going to be as aggressive with him as a quarterback. I think the Jets defense is going to capitalize on this, and I do think the Jets win. Minus 3, you still got to cover that spread, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Jets minus 3. Over under 36.5. I like the over.
I'm going to take the Jets minus 3 in the under. I feel like this is going to be a
And, yeah, no, it is. I think it will be an ugly game, but I think the Jets come out on top. I will say, play devil's advocate, Zach Wilson does not play well in adversity. I think there's some weather to this game.
I don't think this is adversity, though.
It's a New York game, bro.
It's a 12 o'clock game, though.
It's a 12 o'clock game.
If it was like a primetime game, I feel like it'd be totally different.
That's true.
It's a 12 o'clock game. Ooh, Jags minus 2.5, baby. And I have the under again. Oh, that's actually kind of low.
I like the under, but I think I like the Steelers plus 2.5.
I think I'm going to go under 2 since it's in Pittsburgh, but I'm going to go Jags minus 2.5.
I just like the Steelers at home right now, and I don't know why. And like I don't, I feel like you don't want to play the Steelers. I'm gonna go with them plus 2.5. Next game is Eagles minus 6.5 at Commanders plus 6.5.
Oh,
Wait.
this one's tough.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
our game.
Dude, there's a lot of 12 o'clock games this week.
There's a lot of football games.
Yeah, there's like not a lot of teams. I think there's no teams on bye. I think everyone plays. Yeah, 16 games. Everyone's playing this week.
But they play the Eagles. I mean, like, it's a tough matchup when the
No,
Commanders and the
it
Eagles
is.
play.
It's division.
It's a divisional game, but it
and
is
it's in Washington.
it's a divisional game, and they have the home field advantage. I don't think they're going to win, but I think it's going to be a low score. I'm taking the under for sure. I think it's going to be under, and I think that they're going to play them tough. I think that they're going to show out, especially after last week.
Fuck.
They need to show out, bro. The Eagles are in a position where they're just trying to hold on. They're trying to get their wins where they can. I'd bet the under. I bet the Commanders plus 6.5.
Okay, I was on Commanders plus 6.5, and then you said you had Commanders plus 6.5, so that made me want to take Eagles minus 6.5. But when you started talking, I was just like, dude, what you're saying is like the same reason I had the Commanders in the first place. Every podcast I have taken the Commanders, and I'm pretty sure every podcast I have also taken the Vikings. So I've already taken the Vikings, so I'm going to keep it going. I'm going Commanders plus 6.5, and I'm telling Kate I'm going the under 2. I think it's just because – oh, no, I meant over. I'm going over.
Word.
I'm going over. Eagles will put up points. I think Sam Howell is going to have to sling that thing.
I don't believe in the Commanders' offense. I just think it's a weird game.
Yeah. Oh, I believe in Sam Howell. I believe in their offense. Sarah McLaurin's top 10 talent-wise receiver in the league.
Yeah.
Bullet hole. It's in Washington.
Brian.
I'm gonna go Commanders plus 6.5. But I mean, if I were to bet on this game, if I were a betting man, which I'm not.
Huge if.
If I were to bet on this game, I would definitely like buy like 1 or 2 points, like make that 7.5 or 8.5 if you were to bet on it. But
I like that. Yeah. I like it. So you were on the Commanders plus 6.5?
Yeah.
Cool. That's big to me, bro. My immediate reaction is Texans minus 3 easily, but I just think this is going to be a weird game. I think the Panthers, like, no NFL team goes 0-17. I think they're going to win a game. I think this is their one opportunity. I mean, yeah, knock on wood, but, like, I think when you look at the Bryce Young versus C.J. Stroud matchup, you're not talking about Bryce Young versus, and the Panthers are at home. You're not talking about Bryce Young versus some veteran quarterback and, like, he's supposed to lose. It's like, this is a for real shoot 'em. Like, this is for real. Like, it's just a football game. You have Bryce Young versus C.J. Stroud. And I think that they have a chance to win this game. If they're going to win any game, this is their one opportunity to. And +3, I'm going to have to take the points. I don't even know if they win, but I'm going to take them +3. Over under 43,
I'm going the over for sure.
I'm going to go the over, but I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be right around there, bro, like 24-21 type game. And I think the Panthers win.
Outright?
I think they win outright, but I'm taking the points. I'm taking Panthers +3. I think it's going to be a weird game, and this is just like this is low-key a crazy pick, and I like it, and I'm going Panthers +3 just because I had that feeling, and I have to stick with it.
Dude, this game is so tough for me because, like, I believe everything you just said, being that it's in Carolina. Panthers, I feel like, are due, but, like, C.J. Stroud is
It's at noon, too. I know that doesn't mean much,
cooking.
but
They're
I like
cooking.
it.
No, it does mean, like, that means a lot. There's a difference between prime time and noon. There is.
You can sneak one out.
Dude, this game is fucking tough, bro. Dude. I think I'm going to go. Oh, my God. I'm gonna go Texans -3. I'm going to stick with my gut.
It's a smart pick.
Texans -3. It's just such an ugly game. Like, these teams are. I'm going to go Texans -3, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't even want to explain myself.
No,
What's next game?
I like that, too.
And I have the over, by the way.
Yeah. I actually like the under, and when I see threes, I go over. But I don't know. This is just hitting me right now. I like the under. I'm gonna go Seahawks -3.5 and under 39.5 points.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over, just to fade Cade, and then I'm gonna go Seahawks -3.5. Also, I think PJ Walker's gonna be the quarterback. The Browns have been playing well. It's a divisional matchup. That just means they're.
Tough man.
I actually think they win 21-17 by a half. It's gonna be a sweat, but don't sweat it.
Yeah. No, I like this. I like this. 3.5 is kind of a big spread, low key. When -2.5, -3.5 are so different, but I just think that this is their game. This
For
is the
sure.
Seahawks game. And yeah, we nearing. We're going into the 3:25 p.m. slate. Chiefs -7 at Broncos +7 over under 46 points.
Under.
I like the under.
This might be a game
Like
where
28-13,
it's like
bro.
38-3.
Yeah, I like 28-13
I think the Chiefs
for
are
some
going
reason.
to destroy. I think the Chiefs are going to destroy. Because the last game was kind of close. Like, the Broncos didn't play terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I think they won by, like, 9 or 10. Or the Chiefs won by, like, 9 or 10. It was a sweat. The Chiefs were, like, -10.5 favorites, and I think
You talking
they won
about the
by
last
10.
time they played the Broncos, like 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
It was 19-8.
19-8. So, yeah, the spread was 10.5, and they won by 11.
Ravens -8.5 at Cardinals +8.5 over under 44 points.
Under.
It's in Arizona.
Under. And Ravens -8.5.
I agree with both. Yeah, under and Ravens -8.5.
Why? Because it's the Ravens facing the Cardinals. And why? Because the Ravens
The
have a good
Ravens are
defense.
clicking, and I think the
and the
Cardinals are
Cardinals' defense,
falling
yeah.
off. And like you said, they're
Oh,
looking
yeah.
to like.
I mean, they're going to have a top 5 pick regardless.
Yeah.
But maybe even number 1. But if they do have the number 1, I think they're going to – I hope the Cardinals get the number 1 because, like, Kyler Murray's good. They can trade that number 1. They could get shit, like, better in the draft. They could give, like, the Bears or somebody that wants Caleb the number 1 pick. They can move down to, like, 3 or 4, still get Marvin Harrison Jr.
For this game, bro, you ain't winning this one. So originally I thought it was +5.5 for this game, but I just switched it because I see it changed. It's Bengals +3.5 at 49ers -3.5.
It's Bengals +3.5, so I'm guessing you're taking Bengals +3.5.
I am.
Because usually you say the whatever team's favored at first. I got Bengals 3.5, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won this game, dude.
No, I think they're gonna win
in
the
San
game.
Fran. But the fact that the Niners are about to be on a 3-game losing streak if they do that, that's crazy. With you, it's Kyle Shanahan. It's
It's just like all you have to do is be able to hand the ball off or throw a slant.
McCaffrey, 100%, or even a wide receiver screen or tight end screen. Shit,
However, bro, I do think the Bengals win this game outright.
I love that
I think
too.
Joe Burrow goes in there and kind of fucks. Like, I think they do their thing.
No, yeah. If you gave me like a little free play money line, like free play to make a parlay, like I'm throwing Bengals
This is a
money line
beautiful
in there.
money line, yes.
Yeah, but Bengals +3.5, I love.
No, for sure.
Points.
Yeah, I think 20. Yeah. I'm going to go over as well. It's a fun game. I think it should go over. And, yeah. I think it'll be a quick scoring game on both sides.
Oh yeah,
I think when a team has the ball, they're gonna score quickly. Like, it's not gonna be a slow
and
drive.
I think this
down
is
the
gonna be
field
a game
type
where a lot of people are on the under. It's like, oh, Brock Purdy's out. Oh,
in the 49ers
Bengals,
defense.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Bengals aren't looking that good. No, like these teams can both score. Like
Yeah.
I promise you, like they're gonna put up some points.
No, I love the over when you say it that way. That's it for the 325 slate. We're now going. We have 2 games left. Sunday night football, 7:20 p.m. Chargers -8.5 at Bears +8.5. Over under 46.5 points.
Just like I was saying earlier, I have picked the Vikings. I think every week on the pod. I'm going to keep that going. I'm going Chargers -8.5. I think it is going to be an absolute blowout. I think the Chargers are going to absolutely shit on the Bears. I don't think this game is going to be close at all. I think it's going to be a double-digit win, like maybe even in the 20s.
So do you think it's an over 46.5?
Yes, because the Chargers' defense is bad, but
30-13.
actually, I'm going under, and I'm going under, but the Chargers are about to fucking cook. Trust.
I'm on the exact same pick. I think the Chargers -8.5. I think they do demolish the Bears. I don't think the Bears do much, bro. They need Justin Fields back. I think last week, like, they just had what they had because they were playing against another Brian Hoyer. They were playing against another backup, but I think it's under 46.5 points. I think the Chargers cover -8.5 points. It's one of those weird games. Sunday Night Football. You can have fun.
I feel like a lot of people are like, dude, Tyson Baggett looked good, bro. Tyson Baggett looked good.
He did look good, but this is so
dude,
different.
This is way different.
It shakes shit up because it's in Chicago.
No, it's in LA. It's in Inglewood. It's at SoFi.
I am extremely wrong here. Yeah, no, it is in SoFi. I messed that up. Okay, Chargers -8.5 by a landslide.
And I got the under.
This is under. This is no contest. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but I'm very confident in the Chargers -8.5. Last game, Monday Night Football, Raiders +8 at Lions -8, over under 45.5. I don't like the spread. I think 8 is a lot of points. Coming off of the Lions losing by 30. What do you think?
Is Jimmy G playing, or is it Brian Hoyer?
He's questionable.
Let me look at fantasy real fast.
I'm in this spread. I'm assuming he's playing.
46 is a lot too.
It is a lot.
Let me look. Let me look at this. Let me look at the fantasy app. Let me see if he's projected. Yeah, Jimmy G is questionable. Did he practice today?
I'll go first. I'm going under, and I'm
The Raiders +8. It's more than a touchdown.
It's a lot of points.
Let's have some fun with it. It's in Detroit. I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, I'm just saying fuck it for a Raiders +8. Like, let's have a good game on Monday night.
It's a lot of points, but because it's in Detroit and because they're coming off a loss and because their fan base still thinks that they have a Super Bowl run potential, like they still think that they're a playoff team.
I 100%
and not to say that they are.
I don't think the Raiders are going to win this game.
No, but I just think that it's one of those games that, like, I don't really see the Lions winning, like,
A minute left, and they cover the spread, but the Lions just kneel it after, and it's just like, no, score, like, kick the field goal, or like some shit like that, where the Lions are like on the 20, they're up by like 7 or 6, and it's just like, Raiders had just scored a second ago to cut the lead from 14 when it was that. It's just a weird game.
No, I can see that as well.
If this was a 12 o'clock game, oh my god, Lions.
I don't think the spread.
10.
I don't think the spread would be what it is if it was a 12 o'clock game, but I do think in prime time in this situation, like.
And I love Laporta.
I know you do. Well,
So,
he's playing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Laporta's a dog. He plays, but just because it's Monday night in prime time, I'm taking Raiders. If this was a 12 o'clock game, I'm probably taking Lions -8. But I'll go Raiders +8, and I'm gonna go the under, also just because I'm taking +8. But we'll see what happens, man.
No, yeah, I agree. I think. Well, I don't agree with your picks, but I think that those are very fair, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like I said, that's a big ass spread for
fat for
a
Sunday
team
night.
that just lost by 30 points to be -8. But I don't think they're that type of team. I just think that like this is a team. Again, if they were to play anybody this week and want to get back, it's the Raiders.
Yeah, it's the Raiders or the Bears.
Yeah, but I really think it's the Raiders, bro. Like I think.
Yeah, no, we'll see.
They match up so well against the Raiders, but
it'll be a great game. That's why I'm taking +8, just because I think it's Monday night. Like I'm gonna sit on my couch and like want to watch that. It's not gonna be a game. I don't think it'll be a game where the Lions like go up by 30 or something like by 20 in the first half, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just turn on the NBA or I'm gonna go upstairs and like
I think
do
it
homework.
could be. I think it could very well.
No, I'm gonna
that
be like,
game.
dude, holy shit, the Lions are about to lose 2 games in a row. No way. Like I think it's close. The Raiders are a dirty team.
Yeah, they're a dirty franchise for sure.
Shout out Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to dare dip into another parlay of the week?
Oh yeah. Fuck, I thought we were almost done. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, that was our last game, and
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
finished. But we can.
Let's go Chiefs -7.
Okay, but can we change it to Chiefs -6.5?
Sure. I would be down to change it to Chiefs -9.5.
Okay,
But
we'll
we can-
do, let's
we'll
go
go-
7. Let's go 7.
Okay.
Because
Chiefs.
let's do 7 because what's the difference between 6.5 and 7? It's a push.
Yeah,
So,
Chiefs -7.
Chiefs -7.
Um,
And hold on, let's both think. Don't say anything yet.
Seahawks or do you have Browns? We both have Ravens.
Seahawks. Are my
Oh,
favorite.
let's go
Seahawks are my-
Bengals. Let's go
Seahawks.
Bengals. Let's go Bengals +3.5. Or do you not like that?
No,
Or-
I love it. I'm not sure if it's lock of the, or I'm not sure if it's parlay of the week.
We
But you
faded
said,
each
but
other
I
a
like,
lot.
but I like Seahawks.
You have Seahawks too?
Yeah,
Okay, let's do. I
that's
thought
like
you
my
had
favorite
Browns for a
favorite. That's
second.
my favorite favorite.
Okay, bet. Let's go Seahawks -3.5.
Seahawks -3.5. Chiefs -7.
Hey, and let's if you want to buy if we're buying points, let's buy a point for half a point for Seahawks -3.
Okay. Yeah, Chiefs -7. Seahawks -3. And I like throwing an underdog in there. Therefore, I do like the Bengals
Bengals +3.5.
+3.5.
I fuck with it.
If there was any other underdog you would put in, who would it be? If.
Fucking. Commanders.
I like the Bengals +3.5. Yeah, no, let's do 49ers -7. Wait, no.
No. Chiefs -7.
Sorry, I'm so dumb. I just threw that whole thing off. Chiefs -7.
Yeah.
Bengals +3.5.
Yeah.
And
Seahawks -3.
Seahawks
I have a point.
-3.
And if you want some juice, take Bengals money line.
Yeah. I think that's
I
fair.
like it. That's solid.
We're gonna end
That's
on
solid.
that.
That's solid.
Again, we're trying to bounce back from last week. Thank y'all
Hell
for
yeah.
listening. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Have a good night, morning, whenever y'all listening to Lockhouse episode 4. I think that concludes it. You have anything left to say?
Nah. Tell my picks, man. LP picks. We up 10 units through 4 podcasts or 3 podcasts, whatever it is. 26 and 16. I'm here for y'all. LP love the kids, man. LP do it for y'all.
For the people. And if anyone wants to call in, if anyone wants to comment, say anything about shit we should do differently, more so like different segments, different things we can incorporate, we're open ears. We would love to do whatever. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night, morning, again, whatever. Peace out.